the moment's here. Screen, every win in between. We'll this from nothing. Now it's ours to define. Not just wasted, not just games. This is fire in our blood. Feel the bass, feel the pull. Every second getting full. No delays. No disguise, watch the moment come alive. Lights on, engines loud. Turn this moment up right now. Stream on, no backing down. Sing it so we own the sound. This is the calm before the chaos, the breath before the dive, the silence before the roar, the spark before the light. Turn it up, don't blink. This is bigger X5. When I love you, but the moment's here. Every win in between. Built this from nothing. Now it's ours to define. Not just wasted, not just games. This is fire lit up. Feel the bass, feel the pull. Every second getting full. No delays, no disguise. Watch the moment come alive. Lights on, engines loud. Turn this moment up right now. Stream on, no backing down. Sing it so we own the sound. This is the calm before the chaos, the breath before the dive, the silence before the roar, the spark before the light. Turn it up, don't blink. It's as big alive. We're not alive yet, but the moment's here.
Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, Signature Esports, and a pleasure to have you live at a charge. Little cat out of green as drivers get out there and qualify. We love seeing it. Love seeing you all out there. Good to see you all. If you haven't done so, make sure you reach up, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're new. Share it out there for your own Facebook. We love it. We appreciate it. It is the day of reason. It is the Monster Mile. It's Dover. That's where we're at this week. And gonna be cool. Mr. Van Ness, thank you for the like, sir. I appreciate you. We're gonna be a little bit probably louder today than what we're normal. So I'm gonna be working through some audio stuff, some changes that I've made. And I just want to make sure everybody's just aware that, I'm going through some things and some changes, just try to do what we do. Hello to everybody. I did go ahead and gift out the first of the 10. Well, I gifted 5 of the 10 that I'm allowed to on YouTube. So we gifted some memberships out there, so you check out some of the videos behind the scenes. So if you got gifted that, you're welcome, of course. Hello, Budgie. Hello, everybody. Hello to you all. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. That's what I'm going to say. Here's what we got tonight. It is 200 laps, stage lap completion, lap 50, 3 sets of tires total for the Monster Mile. Dover, fast laps, a lot of tire wear, and everybody is going to be looking to be mighty fine and mighty fast. My name is Jason, Signature Esports. It's a platform, and we love you and we appreciate you. Thank you for being out there. Make sure if you want to join a good league, Friday nights is the best time to do it. Chop Shop Racing Series, always on point, and always ready to make sure that you are ready to go. So make sure you check them out. Join their Discord. Check them out there. Also check out their YouTube channel. John and Stryker was listening to last night. Was kind of lurking in the YouTube. They did a little bit of broadcasting last night in their 87 series. It was kind of fun. So, keep your eyes on the prize. You know what I mean? All the drivers are ready to go. I am ready to go, and I think they're going to be finishing up qualifying here in the next 30 seconds. As they do, we'll talk about where the points are coming into today's race. Well, it's not a runaway. You know what I mean? It's not a runaway. Nobody's run away with the points yet. Okay. We're week 14. We still have a few races before we get into the playoffs. That is how it is. Nathan Bigart with 5 wins on the series so far, 6 top 5s, 8 top 10s, 4 stage wins. Tyler Dalton with 4 stage wins as well, 2 wins, only 23 points back. Is looking to mash the gas and move it forward. Jason Day sits third in the point standings. Brandon Banks, Brian Fine, your top 5 if the playoffs were to begin tomorrow. The chase, Jerry Culver would be in. Logan Kogar would be out. And Jerry Culver does have a win on the series, so a massive way to look at it. Stay tuned, Sports Pole Sitter. Well, Stay Tuned Sports was live earlier. It might still be live right now. So if you get the opportunity, check out Stay Tuned Sports. They have some pretty awesome coverage. Give them some love, give them some support, and take care of them any way that you know how. And this is how it'll be. Yeah, Bentley Glazer. That's it. The Glazer Laser Man. He's going to be out there. He's going to be your Stay Tuned Sports pole sitter here for Dover. Tyler Dalton's going to be your outside pole sitter, looking for another win in the series. Good track for him. Chad Coleman. Nathan Bigart are going to make up row number 2. Very familiar face. Tyler Lemon is going to be there at row number 3 with Joe Hudson to his outside. Tyler Lemon good on this racetrack as well. We know him very well for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, which we'll be calling tomorrow. Michael Wolf in the 22 is going to be out there with Jason Day. And row number 4, row number 5 is going to be Joshua Siegfried out there with Mr. Caffrey. Michael Caffrey ready to rock and roll. David Van Jr. out there with Logan Kogar in row 6. Row 7 is going to be Brandon Banks and Joey Katina. Row 8 is Cameron Dario out there with Mark Retchen, the man, the myth, the legend. Chris Justice is going to be out there with old John Hammond. They rode a little Lucas 8. Love to see him out there. He's a hell of a driver. Keep him on. And they got some broadcast jobs. He and Stryker, they're going to start nose to tail. Greg Bridge Jr. will start to the inside there on row 10, though. And we'll take a look at Ron Hollyfield, Brian Fine at row 11. Row 12 is going to be Robert Church and Jonathan Parsons. Row 13 will be Jeff Laraway, Clint Hackett. Row 14 will be David Rand Jr., Brian Rayburn. Row 15, back into the mix, Greg Parks, Jerry Culver. Row 16 will be Brad Dowd, final driver in tonight's race. 31 drivers hit the field. And we're all ready. I'm ready. Hopefully you're ready as well. I meant to grab something to drink. So if we get going and things start rolling pretty quickly, I'm probably going to go run and grab something to drink real quick. Because, I was down here working on audio. I had myself kind of, how do I put this? I had myself distracted by everything that was going on. So Chris Justice is going to be our Signature Esports driver cam here tonight. We love seeing him get out there. First one tonight. Jason Day, your second driver cam. Third driver cam is going to be the man, the myth. Well, he's working on legendary status now. That's Brian Fine out there for you. Fine, folks. And then Churchy's camera did something weird. Church camera's frozen. Dang it. The camera, I think it disconnected. It's frozen. All right, well, I'm going to leave it up just in case it starts working again. We'll let her be. All right, pace car's in. I'm ready. You're ready. Let's do the thing, folks. Let's have some green flag racing. Let's go. Hello to the RV. Let's go. Green, green, green. Oh, we're up and running. Bentley Glazer, Tyler Dalton, Nathan Bigard, Chad Coleman. That'll be the drivers that are working. Glazer, 1/6 of a second difference here for Tyler Dalton early going. Nathan Bigard in third. Tyler Lim is going to be out for spot. Jason Day has jumped 3 on the early going. Oh, working. Ooh, Wolf length a little bit there. Logan Kogar just behind him. Drivers on the gears tonight, as it would be. Getting into the fourth gear, shifting. Trying to make sure they're mashing the gas and moving it forward. Back into the field. Hamlin's going to be up a spot. John working. Chris Justice up a little bit as well. David getting some love. We appreciate that. David's going to be fast as fluff. That's what we see. Striker of the 88 digging down on the bottom side. Work as they go. And working. Aztec Sim Sports. Aztec Sim Sports. What is that? I gotta look it up. Aztec. Aztec Sim Sports. Yeah. Decline all. Sim Wheels. Nice. I don't keep up on it anymore, folks. I don't keep up on it. I gotta fix Strickland's name because it's glitching out the overlays. We gotta do the driver override. Dang it. All right, let's get rid of telemetry. It's glitching it out. I want to make sure it works every time. Driver overrides. Add him to the list. I hate that. I hate doing that. I hate doing it. Maybe it'll just sort itself out and rotate like it's supposed to. No, doesn't work. Never mind. Glazer out front. You have Mr. Church just ahead of him. Glazer there on the outside. What if Churchy had an issue? He's going to be a couple of laps down here. Glazer on the outside. Whoa. Makes me wonder if he had a malfunction. That'll work. Yeah, Glazer dealing with a little bit of right side now. Has to get clear. 16 just behind. Tyler Dalton was under pressure from Nathan Bigart there. Quarter second out of the gap. 40 laps to go to the stage. Nate was a little bit free right there. See Chad Coleman, Jason Day, Tyler Lemon, Michael Wolf in 7th. Joey up 5. He's working on the bottom side. There's the 99 little right front on the 9. This is a track where the damage is going to happen. Driver's going to get into that outside wall, and there ain't nothing but a thing. David Ament down into the corner, running inside. He's right where he started. 11th is where he started. McCaffrey off 2 from the start of the race, trying to work back forward. Mark Ratchet up 3, trying to get back into the corner. Brandon Banks off a spot. Cam Dario back in 15th. Under pressure from Chris Justice. Chris's heart rate monitor is probably pegged right now because, this is a track to have it pegged. A line of cars. Trying to push up out of the corner, trying to carry a little momentum. It was a very tough single file racetrack as you begin to progress forward. Jason Day had a good restart there. Again, he started outside row and climbed some spots here pretty quick. I think Churchy Joe Hudson was one of the drivers that was supposed to be up there. Well, he had to go to the end of the field, so that's where he is at. Jason Day doing a good job. Would be up 2 if it weren't for that fact, so he's doing just fine. Ryan Fine, speaking of which, I had a sneeze. Holy cow. Ryan Fine up and out of the corner, trying to work. Oh, baby. Had to work. Man, oh, man. Good to see. All on point. Cody's trying to talk to me. Give me a second. All right. Sorry about that. Back to it. Cody, when Cody needs me, Cody needs me. Tyler Dalton, Nathan Bigart, 1.7 the gap. Bentley Glazer out front, 31 laps to go to the stage. And, yeah, Cody needed me. So, yeah, that answered your question. We're going to be, here, we'll just make the announcement now. Cody and I are going to live stream in the morning. That's what's going to happen. Little Miss and I are going to play some games. We're going to do what Cody wants to do because she's getting ready to go back to school, and I want to make sure that we can take the time, have ourselves some fun. Drivers working through the field. There's John Hammond. Does have the 5-1 working. Up 7 spots, David Durand is going to be there on the inside. John Hammond up on the outside. Falls in suit. If he's fighting a loose race car, that might be what's going on. She wanted to. Oh, he's got a little bit of nose damage. She wanted to do it today, and just the day got away from us. She slept in, as kids do, and because she did that means we didn't get the chance to do what she wanted to do today. But we're gonna do it tomorrow. She's gonna get some sleep, and she's gonna have herself a nice good dream. We're gonna do some gaming tomorrow. So, little Miss and I, we're gonna have some fun. Laser 2 seconds the gap as Nathan Bigard has gotten around Tyler Dalton. Nate 2.1 is kind of followed in the footsteps here. See if he works on trying to close it back down. Glazer over the racetrack, utilizing a little bit of a different race line here. Out of the corner. There is a little extra. So just trying to get a little faster here. Nate looking ahead, trying to see where he can make up time. Chad Coleman just behind him as well, 3.1. As Tyler Dalton points the car. Nate a little bit into the wall there. Glazer is the driver that is the fastest right now. He's doing what he can. Everybody else seeing about a second fall off on the tires already. 7 on the inside of Joshua Siegfried here. David looking, trying to make sure he is good to go. Gets into the corner. Whoa, baby. David on the run, trying to get there. Again, tough to pass when it comes to the race line here. Seeing him push up and out, try to work. Yeah, he had to get out of the throttle there. He was going to throttle up, and right there, it forces him up under the wall. Ooh, somebody up high. It was Joey. We got tied to the corner. A little right side damage there on the front of that car. So you'll see the scrapes and the bumps and the bruises. Kind of is the way it is. Nathan Bigard trying to track down Bentley Glazer here. 1.7 on the gap, 23 laps to go. Everybody pushing. Everybody was kung fu fighting, folks. That's exactly what we see. Ain't nothing but a thing. All right, drivers working as we're working. And to check out people on YouTube there for just a second. Glazer, Bigard, that's going to be your top two. Tyler Dalton, Chad Coleman up through fourth. Jason Day still working. Tyler Lemon getting a little bit faster the last couple of laps. He's closed down the gap to the 5-2, trying to get back into that top 5 spot. Michael Wolf back in 7th. Kogar separation there as Joey's going to be looking to the back bumper. There you see Kogar all the way up to the wall, trying to egg shape and time it off. High in, low out, second lane out. Joey right in tow. Chris Justice and company starting to work forward. David had the moment there where he was trying to get around Joshua. And I think just maybe that little bit of nose contact has put him in a tricky situation. Oh, hard to the wall for David. That car has got some right side damage to boot. Man. Ain't nothing but a thing. Woo. Gotta move and groove. Oh, man. back to the listener. Bentley Glazer, 1.5. A little bit of lap traffic ahead. There's Mr. Parks just ahead. Talk about Craig Parks. Doing just fine. 24.72 on the last lap. Jeff Laraway working as well. About 16 laps to go to the stage. Nate trying to find his way there. And as he does, you see a 1.5 second gap back to Tyler Dalton. 3 seconds and try to close. Glazer will look at where driver's going to be and try to approach them carefully. That rhymes? It does. Jeff Laraway, the 71 just ahead. I think the leader approach. Greg Parks just behind. Jonathan Parsons in the 45. Has a good run happening with him. He is off 4, but he's got an opportunity. Brad Dove off 4 from the start of the race as well. Joe Hudson again trying to march his way back forward. 23 off 20. Should have started 6th. Rayburn up 3. Jerry Culver up 6. How about the Culver man? Got a good day happening. All the lap time still showing up. 24:27 last time by for that driver. Craig Ridge Jr. off 4. Clint Hackett's going to be up 4. Ron Harleyfield back in 21st where he started. John Hammond off 2 from the start of the race. Don't care about it just yet. Lots of things can happen. 3 spots off for Mark Rutschen. David Durand up 9. This is a good track for him. He can stay out of the wall. The big factor here. Ron Fine's up 5. Stryker's going to be up 4. 2 spots off for Brandon Banks is David Min Jr. We'll see the 5 there on the inside. David just trying to hold on to what he has. Caffrey off 3 as well. Cameron Dario just ahead. It's going to be right there to the back bumper of the 99. The 11 has a shot into the middle of the corner here. Egg shape out of the corner as they work. Joshua Siegfried just ahead. Chris Justice up 7. Joey's going to be up 5. Kogar up 4. Wolf, the next driver that they're tracking down or trying to at this particular point. Tyler Limit off a spot. Has Jason Day in 5th, who is closing down on Chad Coleman and Tyler Dalton. Nathan Bigart 1.9 ahead of these driver trying to get that opportunity. And right now the 18 trying to navigate some lap traffic. Jeff Laraway just ahead. The 18 having to meet them out of corner exit. Needs to find their way down into the corner. Jeff Laraway will give way to some closing here to the 01. Bigart into the corner. Glazer. Thank you, bunch of the 500 biddies. I appreciate you, dear. I appreciate you. Second down of the gap. Glazer trying to get into the corner. Jonathan Parsons up high. Bigart trying to turn into the corner. Trying to find a little extra out of it. Do believe he's with lap traffic being a factor. That's pretty huge. I mean, that gives you the opportunity to manage where you need to be. Glazer, Bigart on corner exit. 18 into the wall just a touch. So was the 01. You don't want to destroy the right front too much. And I tell you what, Tyler Dalton down 2.4 to the gap. His lap traffic being a little bit of an issue for a couple of drivers. 3/4 of a second now. 8 laps to go to be 7 this time by. Fast laps around the racetrack. Running sub 25-second laps. It'll make 200 laps go by in the blink of an eye. We're already through 43. Right now, Glazer got free right there. He's following the line of the 45 ahead of him. Jonathan Parsons, 14:55 on the iRating. Trying to run up near the wall, and Glazer seeing Nathan Bigart work. 18 trying to egg shape off. Going to have the drive off, and I tell you what, both drivers going into the corner. The 01 going to dive it off the corner. Going to get side by side. 18 to the 01. 01's going to try to make a look here. 01 trying to get underneath the 18. 18 down on the bottom. Up and out. 18 a little free. 01 with a shot here. Might look to the outside. Might look to diamond the corner here. Exactly what you see. 10th and a half. Big run for Nathan Bigart. Half a car length separates. The 01 tries to push up underneath the 18. 18 on drive off. Will be up near the wall. Glazer throws it into the corner. Jonathan Parsons just ahead, the 18. Good push out of the corner. Oh, the 0-1 up in the left quarter panel. Last time we saw Nate at this racetrack, it was a similar situation that we saw before. Took himself out of the race, got into another driver. It's a tough track to try to make the pass. And you got to watch it, but Nate is a hell of a driver. He will be able to make sure that he takes care of things. And all working. All working. Little radio opportunity. Dalton, 1.8 the gap. Close to getting 3 seconds that we saw before. Parsons just ahead. Jonathan Parsons got a bit free there. 2 to go to the stage for the 18. 18 now, a little dirty air. The 0-1 trying to wrap the bottom. Parsons trying to play catch up here, just ahead. Glazer trying to work on the bottom. And we should see it. The white flag for the stage. 0-1 into the wall, down to the bottom side. Going to utilize lap traffic as a pick here. 18 with a run back to the outside. Will have the inside if he wants it, but I think Nathan Bigart will try to utilize the traffic here as the 18 throttles back up. Out of the corner. It'll be Bigart stage winner, Glazer second, Tyler Dalton, Chad Coleman, Jason Day, Tyler Lemon, Logan Kogar, Michael Wolf, Joey Gatita, Chris Justice. And Parsons able to stay on the lead lap there, but at what cost to his car? Working. All right, they're going to take their stage break. I'm going to take a hydrate break. I'm going to go grab something to drink. Be right back. 5-2 getting some love out there. We had a little of an extension there. Nathan Big Arts hit on 5-2. Everybody rolling. Everybody having to stop what they were doing there for a moment. Still just our first caution. Again, stage caution coming out. We'll see what driver's going to wrap up and do. Nathan Bigart wins the race off pit road. Extended for a lap here. Make sure everybody gets caught back up. Jonathan Parsons is going to be a lap down here. After I came in, got a lot of that right side taken care of. Church being scored 2 laps down, it does look like. Retchin back to pit road. Lights are going to be off on the pace car. We're going to be getting a little bit of extra out of here tonight. We'll see what is going to be the presence. I think the tire's going to level off like they did in that 50-lap run. Get with that extra set of tires. You never know if you're going to need it for a late race caution. We'll see how aggressive driver's going to be on the restart here. The 01 on the outside. Tyler Dalton in third. Chad Coleman in fourth. Jason Day in fifth. Just working. Doing the best that we could see. Good to see everybody out there. If you haven't done so, reach up, hit that like button for me. If you're following us on Twitch, I appreciate you. If you're subscribed to the YouTube channel, I appreciate you just as much. We got a goal to hit 5,000 this year, so if you haven't done so and you haven't reached up and subscribed, it's free. It helps us out. And to let you know when we have more iRacing broadcasts or when we put out gaming videos, whatever the case may be. All right, drivers are ready. Let's get back to it. Go green flag racing once again. Chad Coleman with a good jump here to the 01. Out of the corner. Oh, drivers into the wall back here. Striker, one of those drivers, trying to drop down underneath the 5. Ooh, almost up into the 5 there. The 11 of Cam Dario back on the outside, 88 on the inside. Try not to wash up out and make it happen. 11 on the inside. Trying to look at where Striker's going to be. Corner exit. 88 looking to the outside of the 5. Whoa, wiggle. Trying to straighten the car out. Massive look. Bentley Glazer led to the most laps so far. You see Nathan Bigart just ahead of he and Chad Coleman. Tyler Dalton off 2. Tyler Limit up to 5th, back where he started. Jason Day, so up 2. Kogar up 5. 22 of Wolf and Striker both into the wall. Hard hits. 3 wide. Back to 2. Woo! That was close. David Arand up 14. Chad Coleman holding on to second. He came to pit road on 5-2. I think he is saving a set of tires the way that it looks. Right now, matching race pace. Fuel only is what it said. 4 tires for Nathan Bigart. Around the corner. No one into the wall. All the drivers showing up, trying to do what they can. A little bit of extra wear on the tires, never hurt anybody. Chad Coleman, Bentley Glazer, all working right now. 14 on the inside of the 11. A matched pace for everybody. 15 spots gained for David Durand. Joe Hudson dropping back a few. He's going to be there on the inside. Up, off 12 from the start of the race, but he was able to get around a few drivers on the restart there. Joey came in. 14 seconds of damage repaired on his racing machine. Craig Bridge Jr., Jerry Culver both got a little bit taken care of as well. Craig Bridge Jr., about right. Jerry Culver, for sure, 25 seconds in, so he got about 15 seconds of damage fixed. Ray Burns said an extra second or so. Greg Park, same concept. Mark Ratched Back into the tail of the field here. He's going to be pushing. That about it. Nathan Bigard up 2. Glazer, your pole sitter, behind the 38. Just trying to keep it close. Trying to manage the gap and manage the lap times here. Tyler Lemon back in 5th. Ooh, Hollyfield with an issue. He is on the inside. We'll back up. That'll be the caution. I was waiting for it to come out. Should have happened. That's what happened to the 48. Coming around the front straightaway. I think it just looped around on him. Well, and it, I was looking for anything that could have been there. I think the audio is not set up to capture like it's supposed to, so I can't capture the audio. Do apologize about that. So no radio replay today, folks. And I don't think I would want to be hearing what was going on there. It doth beeth the thing. Nathan Bigard, Chad Coleman, lucky dog there would have been Jeff Laraway. He's back on the bottom side of the racetrack, coming off pit road. Just getting a little extra taken care of, so an opportunity to come back as well. Michael Wolf coming around, coming on 67, about 56 seconds of damage. I'm sorry, 50 seconds of damage, not 56, 50 seconds. Words are hard today. Big Art Coleman, Tyler Dalton. We'll see Bentley Glazer, Jason Day, Tyler Lemon, Brandon Banks, Michael Strickland, Chris Justice, Cameron Dario. Your top 10 on the restart here. Just as such. We're going over green. A little wiggle out of Chad Coleman there on the restart. Second caution of the race. First for incident. Evening Gator. Glazer Dalton. Yeah, a little extra happening back here. Caution. Not sure why. Oh, hello, everybody. Third caution of the race. I don't know what that one's for. Let's see. What do we got going on this week? We got the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series tomorrow night. Let's see. Sunday, Amp Racing. What do we got? Monday, Sim 500 is going to be back. I think they're running Iowa. Oh, let's see. Next Tuesday, Chop Shop Racing Truck Series. Next Tuesday morning, we have the Signature Esports Dirt Series. Wednesday, Sim 500. Back in the Truck Series again. Thursday is Signature Esports Truck Series Thursday morning. And then Thursday night, Signature Esports ARCA Series presented by Ballistic. Next Friday, Chop Shop has a bye week. Next Saturday, pretty sure. Yeah, look. I gotta go look. Next Saturday, they have a bye week. The championship race will be the following week. So our Saturday night racing coming to a close here pretty soon. It'll be pretty fun. If you haven't gotten out there and checked it out as well, you can go to... everything's back on our website, folks. So signatureesports.com. You can find our merch out there as well. You can find Signature Radio on there as well. Our Signature Radio is directly on our homepage. Merch is all through the website. Try to keep everything closed for the business and for everything that's going on. So if you want to check it out for me. Signature Radio, we're going to start hosting some morning shows and doing what we can do with that. Maybe cue them in for some podcasts, however you want to look at it. You know, we're going to do all that we can. So, yeah, we appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody being out there. Appreciate everybody watching, no matter what you're doing, no matter where you're at, no matter how you're doing it. We thank you all. So, we do it. The cha-cha. Adminboxx.com. Chop. I think it's chop-box with 2 X's. Be able to check it out. Yeah. Thank you, Budgie. What is that one? Something got messed up. Hey, merch. There it is. Why is the DAB one going? Oh, I gotta fix that. That's the wrong. It doesn't matter. Let's see. Wrong thing. The wrong message. Oh, that's why. My bad. Fixed it. Thank you, Budgie. Thank you. I mean, things work. Things are working like they're supposed to. At least I think they're supposed to be working like they're supposed to. I don't know. Thank you, Budgie. You're amazing. Bogart, Tyler Dalton, Chad Coleman, Bentley Glazer, Jason Day. Brandon Banks up 7. Cameron Dario there as well. A few drivers came in. Michael Wolf just get a little bit more taken care of. Jerry, a little extra fuel, making sure his right sides were nice and calm as well. Church still trying to get one of his laps back here. Anthony Bogart just ran the fastest lap of the race, 23.17. So we've gotten back underway, 0.2 of a second. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with that. We did donate a lot of money to the DAV. Pretty happy about that. All right, now everybody holding on. Not a bad day. Not a bad day. 123 left to go. 78 of 120 being completed. Bogart to lead another. It's a good racetrack. It's a loud racetrack. It's one of those racetracks that should be presented every single week. 0.3 of a second. Bogart, Dalton, Coleman. Glazer working. There's the 5-2 of Jason Day. Brandon Banks on the off corner here. Cameron Dario up 8. 9 spots gained for Chris Justice. David Durant up 16. He is your hard charger right now. Joe Hudson is working it over the corner, down to the bottom side. John Hammond just behind. Rayburn up 9. Trying to do exactly what he needs to do. He's got the old Kaylee machine out there running. Had a good day, had a good way. Check it on our driver cam. See how Jason Day's doing. He's focused. He's calm. He's our Canadian. Doing what he can. Having a good race. That's what matters, folks. You got to have yourselves a good race. Brian Fine. He's up 7 up into 15th here. Trying to get to the back bumper of Joshua. Joshua washes up. You see just how much he's carrying it into the corner. Having to drive off here. Got to point the car, but a lot of rubber on the racetrack. In every instance that you look. Chris Justice up 8 and 9th here. Trying to close that on David a bit. David spent 30 extra seconds on pit road. You know, the right side of that car looked on. He's been good. Right now, just keeping it at bay. Heck of a job for the driver. He's still up 8 spots. Able to turn it underneath. Cameron Dario trying to get a run on Jason Day just ahead. We'll go back to it here. Dario to the inside. Pulls the slider off. 5-2 out of the gas. 7 on the run. Bogart. And Tyler Dalton. Rolling nose to tail. Tyler Dalton, a little free off corners. Going to lose a little bit of time there, but not enough to really change anything out of it. Out of the corner. Yeah. Nate pushing kind of hard out of the corner. He's getting a little extra sideways. Tyler Dalton letting it happen. Letting him run it out. Coleman working. Glazer. Brandon Banks. Everybody showing up. Thank everybody for tuning in each and every week, and as it has been a lot of fun. It's been entertaining to be an iRacing content creator for as long as we have. And you know, when it comes down to it, you know, this has paved the way for more and more generations. Not just from my side, just from the broadcasting side of things, for more and more generations of drivers to get out there. This is the reason why I enjoy iRacing as much as I do. So, you are an iRacing content creator. We love you. We appreciate you. You keep doing your thing, folks. Remember, it's not about the drivers. It's not about just about the racing. It's about the drivers. Tyler looking for a run here. Jeff Laraway on the bottom side. Saw him coming around. Battle for the lead is on. 19 out of the corner. Yeah, it's out of the gas there for the 01. The 01 goes higher here. Trying to take the lane away from the 19. He saw the run that the 19 got on him. And now throws the dirty air on Tyler Dalton. So he's playing a little mind games here. As Nathan washes up the racetrack. Tyler Dalton on corner exit. See 2.5 tenths. So Chad Coleman, he is on some older tires, but he's still running. He's doing just fine. 0.6 of a second to fall off for him. The guard run a 23.96. Same concept when it comes to lap times. Bentley Glazer actually closing in. Is the fastest driver on the racetrack right now, so he's saving. 23.99, 23.91, 24.10. 24.15 and Chris Justice at 24.16. So drivers are doing their thing. Half second of the gap. Tyler Dalton keeping it close. Showed a little bit of the cards there in the middle of the corner. Nothing but a thing. Buy yourselves a Budgie t-shirt. That way we can give Budgie a bonus. My recommendation.
shake, and bake.
Thank you, Mr. Roberge. Got sent a text message from Mr. Mandaroon. Oh, AI Chief, part of my platform, part of a lot of drivers' platforms. We love to see it. Tyler Dalton, Nathan Bigard, Chad Coleman, Bentley Glazer, Brandon Banks. Try to hold it back down. 106 to go. 95 of 120 being completed. Yeah, we want to get budgie bonuses. Lots of bonuses. Michael Wolf trying to get around Brad Dove here. Wolf on the outside, Dove on the inside. Jerry Culver up 6. Clint Hackett up 3. Craig Parks up 7. The Church has gotten himself all the way to 27th. He would be the next eligible lucky dog. If there were to be a caution. And it would put him back on the lead lap, I do believe, the way my math is calculating. Yeah, pretty close to it. 48 of Hollyfield to the back bumper to the 25. Hollyfield trying to work back into the mix as well. A little bit of time to be able to gather here. Brad Dove, Jason Day, heading up the Chopp'n It Up podcast, or the Chop Shop podcast that they do every week. You can check it out. Check them out. I love them. Yeah, Chief is cool. Use promo code signature. Helps out the channel. We're going to do all we can. Nathan Bigart, 9/10 of a second. The difference here. Chad Coleman getting around on the outside. Tyler Dalton backing up the corner. Coleman working. I missed what happened to put Tyler Dalton back there. He's back in third, though. There it was on 74. They were close at hand. I think Tyler, a little bit there extra. Yeah, not quite sure. All good. Half second of the gap. Chad Coleman trying to rip towards Nathan Bigard here. 4/10 of a second. They'd cool the tires back down, trying to extend. Tyler Dalton in third, Bentley Glazer in fourth, Brandon Banks in fifth, Cameron Dario in sixth, Jason Day at seventh, still up a spot. How about David? Still inside the top 10. Chris Justice up 8, David Durant Jr., David Ament up 3, David Durant up 17. A 5-1 target machine. 4/10 of a second, the gap. Coleman up 2. Dalton off a spot. Glazer off 3. Brandon Banks there. A fast race here today. Coleman changing it up. Developing where he wants to run. He's doing all that he needs to do. Throwing shades at the racetrack. Corner exit. Big run to the back bumper of the 01. Chad Coleman on the drive off. Ain't afraid to go all the way up there. Nate will see the run of the 38 here. Try to run where Chad Coleman is, but Chad Coleman says you need to go higher. Corner exit for the 38. Drive off on the inside. Coleman take it over. Corner exit. We'll see the 01 back on the outside. Coleman drives into the corner. Almost had the pass secured. Chad Coleman trying to get clear. Corner exit. Points the car. Bigart still leads. Side by side here. Coleman trying to egg shape the corner. Drives off very bottom side of the racetrack. Door to door. Coleman trying to clear Bigart. Bigart will be into the wall. This will pull Tyler Dalton back to him. Chad Coleman side by side with the 01. The inside lane will only prevail. You see Nate trying to work up, trying to pull that extra, but Chad Coleman goes back to his line. We'll see if he goes at it again and tries to run at it. Coleman drive off on the bottom. Trying to close it back down. Yeah, Coleman back at it here. Has found the speed. And you see just the closing rate Coleman was able to get. A little bit of dirty air. Played a little bit on Chad Coleman there. But his drive off on corner exit. Whoa, into the wall for the 01. Chad Coleman was close on making that pass. Brandon Banks working to Tyler Dalton. Cameron Dario there as well. Glazer back into the corner. 16 just ahead. The battle for the lead starting to work. Strickland having a look at Tyler Lemon. Tyler Lemon off 9 from the start of the race. It's gone backwards here. It's a good track for him. We'll see some drivers having the gains. And right now, I tell you what, 5-1 with the inside of the 7. 7 little into the wall there, no problem. Coleman back on the run here. You see Jeff Laraway just ahead. Coleman with a run. Right there on the inside. A chance for a pick here. It's Chad Coleman going to work. You see the outside lane. Close up for the 38, so Nate able to utilize that. Jeff Laraway up high. So the lap traffic not playing dividends for the high lane here. Ron Hollyfield will look at the X shape off the bottom. One has to have some patience here. Coleman to drive underneath the 48 and into the wall for the 01. Jerry Culver up into the mix. Give it a 110. So this is just newer tires trying to drive around the bottom. 13 on corner exit, pull a 38. To unlap himself. Nathan Bigart hit that wall hard. Coleman trying to close in. .38 is going as high as anybody there. Nathan trying to park the car in the middle of the corner. You see Chad just closing in, able to utilize that outside lane. This is what we want to see out of Dover. You want to see multi-groove racing. And Chad Coleman right there on the back bumper of the 01 again. Coleman up into the wall now. Nate trying to take the lane away from him. Trying to force maybe a little right side damage on Chad Coleman. Coleman throwing it back into the corner. Can see a bump and run here down on the bottom side. 38 to drive off. Corner X at the 01. Trying to pull time where Nathan Bigart was. Or where Coleman was. So the 01. Trying to see what's happening here. 2 seconds to get back to Brandon Banks. Tyler Dalton back to fourth. Cameron Dario is up inside the top 5 now. David Durant trying to track down Chris Justice. Jason Day still up a spot. Has the 18 of Bentley Glazer just ahead. Joey up inside the top 3 as Kogar ahead. Everybody keeping themselves at bay. Chad Coleman putting a fight to the 01. The 01 back into the wall again. Those little wall scrapes are just fine. .79 laps to go. Fastest drivers on the racetrack right now. Your top 3. Tyler Lemon as well, playing catch-up. Off 7, trying to get to that top 5 where he was at. Joey just ahead of him. 24:36 the last time by. Tell you what, the fight for the top spot is really interesting right now. Chad has a shot. Getting down into the corner, onto the back straightaway. Chad Coleman looking for that outside line throttle off. Oh, into the wall for the 13. Bad spot for Coleman to be able to he was going to try to make that pass. Jerry Culver bouncing off the wall. That was a teeth-rattling hit right there. Jerry throttles back up. So Chad Coleman trying to do something here. Has the pace to get there. Glazer coming to pit road. And a reminder about the track information here. Pit road speed limit 35 miles an hour. That is slow, slow, slow. But hey, you're going to be able to get off pit road pretty fast. Coleman, Bigart, Tyler Dalton coming to pit road as well. Some of the first takers. How about Chad Coleman? He's doing this on the older set of tires. Still running 2410s for both drivers. Nate into the wall again. So is Chad. So Chad Coleman trying to find a way to get around when the escape happens. Glazer coming off pit road 2 laps down. This is a racetrack where 2 laps is the number. Rayburn on the bottom of the racetrack here. Nathan going on the outside of the 25. Brad Dove washes up a little bit there. Coleman, we'll see Glazer. Glazer's going to be rolling. New tires. They're trying to escape here. So Glazer, we'll see it. Brian Rayburn coming to pit road. Brad Dove is a lap down. It's natural here. 18 on the inside of the 01. Comes Tyler Dalton as well. Dalton back over the inside. The 01 with 38 high. It's going to be able to travel to the bottom of the racetrack. Those drivers in tow. And a massive look. Brandon Banks 1.8 back, or 1.5. The Coleman Cam Dario's closing in. The racetrack Cameron likes to see what he can do. Churchy just ahead. Jason Day still up 3. Chris Justice up 11. David Red up 20 spots. Having a phenomenal day. 69 laps to go. Chad Coleman. The lap traffic just hitting them at the wrong spot. Nate smacked the wall again.
Shake and bake.
Colby, thank you for the like. They're all working. 68 laps to go. Time for your popcorn trivia challenge. I don't know what it's going to be. I need a question. Do a lot of dancing with it. No, Butchie's going to get. Butchie deserves Butchie things. What is the national animal of Scotland? Don't look it up. Take your best guess. What is the national animal of Scotland? And we'll answer that when I come back around. Drivers will work. They got about a half second to the lead, a little bit of lap traffic. As drivers are working as hard as they can. I'll be right back in just a moment. Will be 65 laps to go. Oh, caution's going to be out here. Some craziness happening there. Whoa. I was sitting back down looking at two things there. And I was getting ready to start piping up. Here's what happened. Oh, somebody was coming to pit road. David Durant was coming to pit road, and it stacked up right there. And then right here. Go back here. One more time. All of that happened right in the middle of all of that. And then drivers coming around here. Joe Hudson. Here's what happened here. Looked like the 73 of Craig Bridge Jr. after the caution came out, and 77 was up in the wall there. Get apologies about stepping away. Needed a moment for myself. Yeah, 19 had to avoid. 73 had to go low. And they were trying to throttle back up. The 3 back into there. And then all of a sudden, life just threw you a curveball there. 2 cautions back to back. Again, apologies about missing the first one I stepped away from to set up this one. I had to use the restroom, folks. I'm getting older, and with the way the treatments have happened. So, yeah, Craig Bridge Jr. right here just woed up for the 19, because the 19, you're not supposed to change lanes before the start-finish line, right? And the 77 on the outside lane goosed the tires there, got into the wall. 19 had to back off there. And then everything behind into the corner. All this happened. Degart, some massive damage there as well. Cameron Dario, here's what happened with Cam. Ooh. Well, the 5-1 there, and then Cam right into all of that. Ron Hollyfield as well. Man, we had some green flag racing up to that 5th caution of the race. Missed the first one because I had to use the restroom. It was pretty bad. I had to go. Sorry, I had to go. I'm sorry I had to go. But that was the 2 cautions. So it set up 140 is where it got set up. The 5-1 was coming to pit road, or trying to come to pit road. And then after that, Jeff Laraway and company, all right here. Laraway up high, just holding against the wall, trying to. I got to go on board Nate there. Let's see what he saw, because Nathan on the caution was trying to whoa up. Here's what happened. We got to go back. We're going to go back. Yeah, man. Well, this is just pit stop changes here. It's on the back bumper of the 8 of John Hammond. Goes to go high, and then just right there. Oh, man. They're ready to go. Let's do it. Brandon Banks out front. Brian Fine gets a little. Oh, no, they're going around. Brad Dove around. Back to back. 73 involved again. .38 of Chad Coleman, right there in the back bumper of Craig Bridge Jr. Hold on. This thing is doing the weird thing again. All right, here's Chad Coleman. Gonna throttle him back up. Yeah, just everybody braking. Unfortunate for Craig Bridge, but that was happening ahead of him. Brad Dove. Add Bentley Glazer there as well. The Brad Dove had Caffrey on the inside. Caffrey and Dove got free at the same time. Both washed up the racetrack. Yohan made his way through. But we'll take a look at Nate's car. He's got some pretty significant nose damage. Tyler Dalton on the lead lap. Will be on the lead lap. Bentley Glazer, Nathan Bigard, Michael Wolf all having to come to pit road. So Tyler Dalton will start the tail end of the longest line. Tyler Lemon will be looking for a free pass as well. Several drivers a lap down because of green flag pit stops that happen. And changing the look of the outcome of everything that's going on. So Chad Coleman coming to pit road is going to look at the nose of the car. A few drivers going to be able to do so. Nathan hitting his pit box here. Bentley Glazer there as well. So any of the drivers that may think they have a little bit of damage, they can get it looked at, get it taken care of. Brandon Banks, your race leader. Brian Fine, Clint Hackett, Michael Strickland, Chris Justice, David Durant, Joe Hudson, Logan Kogar back here, Cam Dario, Michael Caffrey. Going to come around off of pit road. Tyler Dalton, same concept. So Dalton checking in on the car. Bentley Glazer going to take care of a little bit. Words are hard. Coleman, Glazer. Ron Hollyfield coming off pit road as well. Church still out there racing. He's been able to try to keep himself clean. Jason Day just behind him. Jason Day's a lap down. Tyler Lemon, Joshua Siegfried, Joey Gattina, Jason Day, David Ament Jr. All a lap down. Culver, Hammond, Bridge, Parks, 2 laps down. Church, 3 laps down. 4 laps down for Jeff Laraway back here. Ron Hollyfield working on that as well. 6th caution of the race. Brandon Banks choosing the outside lane on the restart here. We'll see what's going to happen. Brandon Banks, Brian Fine, ready to go. Let's go, boys and girls. Lights are off on the pace car. Back onto the back straightaway. Let's try it again. See what we can get out of it. Caffrey with a black flag leaving pit road. Vigart. Chad Coleman trying to get around a couple of drivers here. They're all on the lead lap. Vigart with some nose damage. The 22, the 25. They're going. They're green. 88 with a big wiggle out of him there. 3 wide for Chris Justice. Clint Hackett stuck in a rock and a hard spot. 81 of Kogar. 7 spots gained in a thrilling race. This is the racetrack you expect to see. Tyler Dalton behind the 73. Dalton last driver on the lead lap. Joey trying to work his way forward. 22 right there. Brandon Banks to lead. Stryker in second. David Durand in third. Brian Fine in fourth. Kogar trying to work on his moves. Bentley Glazer, your pole sitter, back in ninth. Brad Dove as Chad Coleman trying to work on the outside. Coleman, big run to the inside of the 12. He looked like he was going to go to the inside of the 25. Coleman up high. 3 of Joey down on the bottom. Run happening. Joey to Jason Day. Jason Day trying to make sure he's on the lead lap. The 11 up into the wall. Jason Day down to the bottom. He and Tyler Lemon trying to chase down Joey Gattina. Tyler Dalton trying to get around a couple of drivers here. There's John Hammond there on the bottom side. There's Church there as well. Brandon Banks out front. 23-29 his last time by. Stryker up 18. David Durand 23-23. His fastest lap of the race is your hard charger. 24 spots gained. Brian Fine just behind. Dover puts on some thrill in racing, and I'm telling you what, we've been seeing multi-groove racing all race long. Joe Hudson Logan Kogar, Clint Hackett up on the outside. The 18, seeing it happen down on the bottom. Brad Dove trying to circumvent the bottom side. Dove bounces it off the wall. Glazer to the bottom. Glazer trying to get clear. 25 trying to roll. There on the outside. 25 not clear. 38 just behind. Knows he's got 43 laps to try to make it work. 18 ripping to the bottom. Brad Dove trying to do what he can. Joey slips up. Coleman trying to get there. Glazer backwards. We'll see Joey to his outside on corner exit. Chad Coleman looking ahead, trying to march his way forward. And that's the lane that you've seen him run. Coleman trying to find a way. Brandon Banks, 4/10 of a second. Michael Strickland up 18. David Duran trying to work. Brian Fine up 18 as well. Coleman looking. It's clear of the 28, 3 on the bottom. 25 looking to the back bumper of the 81. Brad Dove. Oh, Coleman got the dirty air from the 25 ahead of him. Trying to make that happen. Brad Dove trying to throttle up on Kogar. Dove to the outside of Kogar. Oh, Dove to the inside, into the inside wall. Chris Justice as well. Whoa. Dove was free off the corner, comes across the nose of the 81. Chris Justice was already down there. Whoa. Got to look at Brad Dove there. I got to go on board him and just watch his corner exit. Flew around Kogar here. Kogar exiting. Dove was not high. Kogar in the left rear quarter panel. Brandon Banks, quarter second of the gap. Dawson, what's going on, brother? Striker, 3/10 of a second. There's David Duran. Brian Fine, 4/10 back from there. Joe Hudson, Chad Coleman. High in, low out. 4.5 the gap, trying to close in. 4.2, 36 laps to go. Nathan Bigart, tail end of this field. Brad Dove up 17. There's a pack happening here. David Ament Jr. in 18th. Was running inside the top 10 all day long. Trying to work his way back forward. Hard hitting the wall for the 7. Clint Hackett having to bounce himself there as well. But David says that's not that bad. Glazer at 8th. Kogar just ahead. Kogar, a little bit of nose damage. And it's from the left rear of the 25. 18 clears. Pushes up. Working hard. 2 spots lost for Chad Coleman right now. He's trying to close down all that he can. 4 seconds the gap. 34 laps to go. Striker has closed into the gap for the 5. This is the battle that you're seeing here. Whoa, Striker sideways out of the corner. Loses about 2/10, but he's good. A 10th on the lap time. But able to wrap the bottom. Banks, 4/10 of a second, trying to hold on. David Durand. Middle second lane, throttles back up. Gets on corner exit, points the car. Little wall scrape. We're all holding on. Joe Hudson within 2 seconds now. Chad Coleman, 3.8 back. Sees the 3 on the inside. Joey would be your lucky dog if a caution were to come out. Jason Day in tow as well. Jason Day try to wheel that car to go forward to be that lucky dog in case there's something that happens. Quarter second the gap, Brandon Banks. Striker in tow. Egg shape for the 588. Throttling back up. And David watching on board. Oh, Striker into the wall hard. Oh. You saw how much that shook the car of the 88. And then David followed suit. Brian Fine right behind him. Joe Hudson within a second and a half. Chad Coleman, 30 laps to go, sees them all. Glazer 2 seconds back. All working. Half second for Brandon Banks. Jerry Culver just ahead. Jerry hard in the wall again. That car is not cooperating with him, and I think the damage is showing that. 0.3 of a second. Striker off corner exit on the uphill. Momentum track. David Durand inside the top 3. Brian Fine trying to close it down. Is they all going to work? All gravy. Jason Day still mashing the gas. He's still having a great day for himself. 27 laps to go. Sees the Lucky Dog battle ahead of him. And Chris Justice, he is getting the car fixed. He is on pit road doing just that. Everybody wave to Chris. He's amazing. He's amazing, no matter what we look at. Oh, Brandon Banks, 0.4 of a second. Striker, David Durand, Brian Fine, Joe Hudson, new contenders here. Joe Hudson went to the tail end of the field. He is now inside the top 5. Coleman. Ooh, a little wiggle off the corner. 25 laps to go within 3 seconds. Is he and Brandon Banks one of the fastest laps of the race right now. 23.95 for Jason Day, however. Glazer, there's Tyler Dalton back here. He's got around Clint Hackett. He's had to do some work. 24.02. There's the 81 of Kogar on the inside. Clint Hackett, 24.15 last time by. Good point on the car. Momentum, 77 of Michael Caffrey. Up ahead. Came in, 20 seconds of damage fixed on that car. And your leader closing in. Striker, egg shaping. The 25 of Brad Dove. Still out there working. Ahead of Joey here. Joey trying to work in. Oh, caution, back out. Cameron Dario, Nathan Bigart. Nate was coming out of the corner. So Cam was trying to make the pass on Nathan here. Or Nate was trying to make the pass on Cameron. One of the two. Both with some damage. You see the 11 up high. Oh, the 01. Oh, pushing up out of the corner.
Shake.
Man. Both drivers, pretty significant damage there. Brandon Banks, Michael Strickland, David Durand, Joe Hudson. Everybody coming to pit road. Joey will stay out to take the free pass. Brad Dove got lucky. It became the lucky dog here. That is the purpose of it. We'll see how he does it. Joey, David, I don't imagine they wouldn't stay out and get the free pass. The same with John Hammond here. Greg Bridge Jr. will be able to stay out as well. Greg Parks, Robert Church, Michael Caffrey, everybody looking. Anybody who can get a free pass will be able to do so. Brad Dove, is in 13th right now. Be able to do a precision. Thank you for the like. 7th caution of the race. The racing's been pretty thrilling. We're getting down to the wire. 21 laps to go. Adminboxx caution. Courtesy of all the race controllers out there. Make sure you check out adminboxx.com. Chop-Box will be your promo code. Give them some love. Give them some support. Check them out. Take care of them. Make sure you check out the Chop Shop YouTube channel as well. That is where all of their podcasts and everything else are held out there. Give them the support. Do what you got to do. Kogar leaving pit road. Begar's going to be leaving pit road as well. Nate having his car hit the rear bumper. It's pretty huge. Cameron Dario on pit road. Dang, they're going to be out of the race. Front Banks, Michael Strickland. David Duran, Joe Hudson, Chad Coleman. See Brian Fine there as well as the field plays catch-up. Michael Wolf and Joey Gattina. Nathan Bigart. Whoa. Bottom side, Kogar back up into the mix as well. Everybody's caught back up. 5 to the 88, the 23, the 5-1, 5-7, 38, 19, 18, 28 to the 22. 15 drivers in the lead lap. Nathan Bigart, one of those drivers. 20 to go. Let's go, boys and girls. Oh! Joe Hudson into the wall. Joe Hudson got under the wall there on the restart, and then it cooked around on him. 29 of Tyler Lemon going around. Kogar, 5-2, the 3, the 23. Every one of them just getting... Joey, meatball flag. There's David Ament Jr. coming to pit road. Nothing. He's got a... Yeah, Kogar got a black flag there. He should be able to get that taken care of. The passing under yellow, that shouldn't have been on him. Right of Banks, Michael Strickland, David Duran, Chad Coleman. 8th caution of the race coming down to the wire here. And a good stretch of green flags stops there. And things change. Rick Day knows it. See, Rick Day knew the answer. If you didn't know the answer to the national animal of Scotland, well, you're about to know. It is the unicorn. Rick Day knew it. Thank you, Rick. Congratulations. You got that one right. Much love, brother. Appreciate you. The unicorn. Look it up. I promise you. Look it up. The national animal of Scotland is the unicorn. They are real, I think. Yeah. Cheyenne says dog. Hey, you know what? Her second guess was horse. Horse? Hey, horse is close. Yeah, that was awesome. There you go. Thank you for your guesses out there. We love you. We appreciate you. I'll come up with a weird trivia each broadcast. We'll do a little pop. When I have to go dehydrate from hydrating and keeping the voice, or if I have to step away for a second, that'd be a good segment to let everybody get the guess. A unicorn. Yeah, we'll do some weird trivia. I've got useless nonsense part of the vernacular for years. I've got, it's there's so many things out there that just useless information that I've gathered over the years. Be fun to see. All right, Brandon Banks. Excuse me, Brandon Banks, Michael Strickland, Chad Coleman, David Durand, outside lane. Going to have a good little start here. Coleman warming up the tires behind. Going to have ourselves a pretty wonderful day. We thank you all very much for being out there. And of course, and always, make sure that you like the stream. The more popular I get, the better these drivers look. And I hate saying the popular that I get because it's not about me. It's about the drivers, folks. There are leagues with names attached to it, right? But it is literally about the drivers. Every one of these drivers that are out there, regardless if they're first or last, they're all important and they are all made to look good. And that's what we want to see. We want to make sure that they're all the best looking drivers possible. Pace car in. Let's get to it, folks. Go green flag racing once again. Yeah. Oh no! Striker Glazer! Brandon Banks, David Durand, Tyler Dalton, Chad Coleman. Strickland on the bottom of the racetrack. Here's what happened. Oh, he got sideways. Oh, right in front of the 18 as well. Brandon Banks under fire. David Durand in tow. Tyler Dalton, Chad Coleman. Coleman with nose damage. 17 spots gained there. Big Art inside the top 6. Michael Wolf will be back. There's Clint Hackett, Joe Hudson, Jason Day still working. Tyler Dalton, fastest lap of the race, last time by. 13 laps to go. Clint Hackett, opportunity to make the pass on the 01. Joey back in the lead lap. 2 laps. It was a lap or 2 laps down just not too long ago. 2 seconds the gap to Clint Hackett. Joe Hudson, Joshua Siegfried on the back bumper of the 23. Brad Dove still back on the lead lap. Jason Day trying to be that lucky dog. He could have used that one too. 12 to go. Brandon Banks trying to outpace David Durand. David Durand running up a little higher here, trying to have the drive off on the bottom. Corner working. Out of the corner on the front straightaway. 11 laps to go. Tyler Dalton has closed in. Chad Coleman. Got to know the car's got to be tight. It is missing part of the splitter. It is dented in like your kid, well, stole your pickup and ran into a telephone pole. David Durand on corner exit down to the bottom side. Little extra sideways out of the corner. Big push. 1/10 of a second. Banks up and out. Trying to get that win. 10 to go. Tyler Dalton working. Chad Coleman, Brian Fine, Michael Wolf, Clint Hackett, Nathan Big Art under fire from the 3. 3 trying to push. Siegfried behind, Hudson there as well. Joey on the inside of the 01. Nate had a great battle brewing with Chad Coleman. Green flag pit stops. And just a little bit of the extra shenaniganizing came to fruition. 1/10 of a second. 8 laps to go. Tyler Dalton, Chad Coleman trying to hold on. 5-7 in tow. Siegfried around the 01. Cleared up. Joe Hudson trying to work forward. Has right side damage. 6.5 back. Brad Dodd. There's the 73 there as well. Jason Day. An opportunity trying to continue to have a good streak and have things happen in the right line. Still in 13th. He's off 5 from the start of the race. There's not a bad day for him if he can hold on. Whoa, 5-1 to the wall. That's going to be a gap lost as they get into turn one. Tyler Dalton to the bottom side. There's the egg shape. It's the diamond of the corner, right? You dime it in. You throw it into the corner. Let the car come up a little bit. Out of the throttle, back into the gas. And it forces the car to turn. 0.7 of a second. Tyler Dalton trying to push. Banks out front. Ooh. Drifted up a little bit there. Coleman, Brian Fine side by side. Coleman out onto the corner. Brian Fine, little wiggle out of the car. That tight a little bit. Tried to stay out of the bumper. 38 high in, low out. That is the corner. And Chad Coleman has been running. Just the nose damage, playing dividends here. 16 on the bottom side. 19 in tow. 19 looking to the back bumper. 4 laps to go. Tyler Dalton needing to be there. He's got to get 2 for 1 if he wants to get there. 3 to go for Brandon Banks. Top 3 within a blanket. Half second the gap. Tyler Dalton trying to finish off David Durant here so he can try over the next 2 laps as they get out of 3 and 4. David up and out. Brandon Banks, 2 to go. Fine and Coleman. Good little battle. Jason Day. Sees Church on the outside. Church up under the wall. Nathan Bighart. Brad Dove, 8.7 there. Jason Day, 10 seconds gap. Won't have enough time to do it. But Brandon Banks takes the white flag on the final lap here at Dover. Tyler Dalton trying to be high in, low out, get 1 more of those spots. But Brandon Banks takes over, and that is how it gets done here at Dover. Brandon Banks, race winner in week 14. David Durant second, Tyler Dalton third. Brian Fine will finish 4. Top 5 for Chad Coleman. Clint Hackett up 20. Joey Gattina in 7th. Michael Wolf in 8th. Joshua in 9th. Joe Hudson top 10. Nathan Bighart does finish 11th. Brad Dove in 12th. All on the lead lap. Jason Day, first driver, 1 lap down. What a chaotic race. In a good way. Like in a good way. I'm not saying in a bad way. Sometimes you never know what's going to happen at Dover. You never know. And we saw some things. What a race. What a race. Whoa, hey. That was a good trivia question. Thank you, Budgie. We'll do more. We've got more. Brandon Banks will celebrate and burn it down here. Let's see. Race results. Brandon Banks, 60 laps led. Nathan Bighart had the most laps led, was your stage winner as well. Tyler Dalton finishes with the fastest lap of the race. 200 laps, 8 cautions over 26 laps, 5 different leaders, 2 green flag lead changes. The rest of the leads happen either on pit road or under caution. I tell you what, crazy. I think there was more than that. Hold on. We're gonna look at the. We gotta look at it. Hold on. Let's look at the actual. Let's see what iRacing says. Hold on. Yeah, no, 5 lead changes. All right. Well, hey, we were accurate. Cool. Yeah, 5 different leaders, 5 lead changes, 5 different leaders here today. Kogar got a lap led. Stryker led 2 laps. 88 for Bighart. And then Mr. Glazer leading laps as well as Brandon Banks. 60 laps led for Brandon Banks. Hard Charger, 25 spots for David Durant. Did a great job. Pole position for Bentley Glazer as well. It was a good race. Nothing wrong with it. Banks, Durant, Dalton. That'll be your top 3. Brian Fine, Chad Coleman, Clint Hackett, Joey Gattina, Mr. Wolf, Mr. Siegfried, Mr. Hudson. That'll be your top 10. Bighart rounds out 11th. Brad Dove, Jason Day, Logan Kogar, John Hammond, Craig Briggs Jr., Craig Parks Robert Church hit 18th. Jeff Laraway, Michael Strickland, your top 20. And then there was another page. Bentley Glazer in 21st. David Ament Jr. in 22nd. Tyler Lemon in 23rd. Caffrey, Dario, Culver, Justice, Hollyfield, Rayburn, Parsons, and Mark Rection, the tailor to that one. Yeah, those things. It was some racing. It was some racing. Oh, I wanted to look at the incidents. Brandon Banks, 0 incidents. Clint Hackett, 0 incidents. Siegfried. How about notables here? Clint Hackett, Joshua Siegfried, all 0 incident races. Congrats to the drivers. That's hard to do at Dover. And it's so hard to do at Dover. So, man, oh man. Hats off to you. Hats off to you. That is hard. That is hard to do. Okily dokily. Talk to him. Brandon Banks gets the win here today. Congratulations on the old, about it, man. Dover.
Yeah, how about that, right?
I like it.
I think we had a good car. I think we were top 3. I felt like at the end of that long run, I was just as fast as Chad and Nate was.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. I'd kind of like to see it play out just to see, but hey. We can I'm telling you, getting out here in the front, I see why Nathan likes it so much. You get out here in the front, you don't even have to run hard anymore. You literally just run half speed, and the air is just absolutely nuts. So, yeah, I mean, I knew as soon as we got out front, it was going to be very hard to pass. So, hey, worked out.
They tried everywhere, man.
Yeah.
But how about it? It was multi-groove too. Like this was Dover.
Yeah, it was crazy. You could really get right up by the wall, and the car felt really good off the corner. The only bad thing about it was everybody just kind of migrated there towards the middle part to end part of the run, so it was still really hard to pass because everybody's up there, So your tires had to be like significantly better really to make a charge at anyone. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Like I said, if you saved your tires a little bit, you could make that run on the bottom and get around those guys from the top. So it was fun. It was definitely, it's the A car. So, I mean, you got to kind of take the good with the bad. But, I mean, for the most part, it was kind of nice that you could run around and move around a little bit. And, yeah, that's fun, man. That's good. Finally got one. I tell you, I'm struggling over here.
I told you, you're due. I told you. Next time we talk, I said, next time we talk, you're going to win. I like being right.
Well, do it more often, Jason. I need some help, man.
Well, years of doing this, man. Years of doing this. When I see that, like, when the drive is happening, and you know what? It's okay. Well, and one of the things I was talking about with in the broadcast was that Chad was. Actually, he didn't take tires on that first pit stop. So he was up at the front of the field chasing down Nate and giving Nate a hard time with no tires. So I felt like maybe 20, 30 laps on your tires just made it more comfortable.
Oh, well, I don't know about that. I mean, I think I'd rather have the tires, but I mean, it's still, I mean, it just shows how hard it is to pass. I mean, he could get there and I don't, maybe he could get around him. Chad's fast, man, so he's gonna have a chance regardless. But it's just really, really hard to pass. And like I said, he had completely significantly different sets of tires than we did, and he was still able to hang right there. So that shows you just how hard it was to pass. You had track position was everything. I was told Craig tonight, I'm like, man, I got to qualify better because this is awful. Like, I'm tired of starting in the middle. And where do I start? I start in the middle.
Right in the middle. Yeah.
I used to be a great qualifier. I don't know what in the world's happening. I guess I've just gotten old or something, and I just can't drive for one lap really fast. So, whatever. It is what it is. I'm just the long run pace guy. I'll just try to be there at the end.
It's okay because, I mean, we're all old. We're not the young pups we once were. We aged like spoiled milk, and
I'm definitely one of the old guys in here. So Hey man, it's hard to beat some of these young bucks, man. They get on here and they second nature. Then they just get on here and they're just good right out of the box. So we got to put a lot of work in to be good. So
To
you
keep,
know, so we can get one.
bay.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you know what? They may be fast, but you know, we all know
that discipline, right?
That's right. That's right. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm good at calling the races now. You know, I stopped racing, and I found that when I wasn't racing or when I stopped racing, that I found a bigger appreciation for what you guys do, because then I find that I notice more out of the car watching more so than I do driving anymore. So I kind of get what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we appreciate that. Like I said, we do put a lot of work in. So, you know, for us to come out here and our families and stuff kind of putting up with us being on here, you know, as much as we are, and letting us do it. So appreciate them. But yeah, I mean, it's tough. Like I said, you got to get out here and just put the practice time in, and especially to beat a lot of these guys in here, they're very good. So, I mean, every league that Chop Shop puts on has really good top-notch drivers in it. So if you're looking for a good league to race in, where you actually want to have some competitive people to race against, definitely a great league to join.
I concur. I've been with them for 5 years now. I can't see my, well, I mean, everybody can see themselves doing other things. Like, there's other things I could be doing, but it's been good. Like, the racing tonight was intense, and it was great. Like, it's Dover. I like Dover. I will always say this is the first place I ever got a win on iRacing when it became the iRacing platform, and it holds a special place in my heart, and the racing is just always phenomenal here. But I'm glad to see it. I'm glad to see you get out there and get that old W. That's fun for me.
Yeah, it's been a while, so hey, we'll take it, man. I said any way I can get it, I'll take it.
Well, not to burst your bubble, but you're probably not going to win at San Diego. Okay.
No, I don't believe that's going to happen. I'll be lucky to finish that one. So I've raced there a couple times throughout, the past couple of weeks. So at least I know my way around there. But if I finish 10th, that's a win in my book. So there's some really good road course racers in here, and that's a very technical track. So you miss your mark by a half a car length, I mean, you're in the wall. So it's a lot of give and take. So hopefully, we do got big fields in these leagues, which is great. But a lot of times with tracks like that, you tend to get a lot of accidents because there's just more people there in your way. So just got to be patient. Everybody's got to be patient next week. And I think it'll be a good race. It's a fun track. It'll definitely it'll keep you on your toes the whole way around.
It's fun, and it eats up resources on my computer.
Yeah,
but it's it's fun. I enjoyed watching it on NASCAR. I've called it already twice now, I think. So it's a good track. It is, like you said, very technical, and but hey, you get a week off to practice, so at least that's good.
Yeah. I don't know. These weeks off sometimes throw me for a loop, and I end up forgetting how to race. So I guess at my old age.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it.
It would be fun regardless. Like I said, I enjoy coming and just racing with these guys. So wherever I finish, I finish. But I mean, hey, I like to be competitive if I can.
Well, I like the two tracks after that. Pocono, Rockingham. Yeah, Rockingham.
Good
Rockingham's named after me. I forgot about that. Let's go. All right.
There you go.
Extra horsepower. It's the showdown. Oh, yeah, I got money on the line for that. Oh, yeah, you guys got to win my money. That's what it is.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. My bad. Yeah, I forgot about that. It's on my notes. Brandon, give you shout-outs, man. You got a victory here, week 14. That's a good hunk of points, too, to try to pad for the chase that's going to be coming up real soon.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, thank you for putting on the broadcast, man. Excellent job as always. Chopp'n It Up podcast. Thanks to Jason Day says he picked me this week to win, so I told him he needs to do it every week. So appreciate him. The DBR guys, Schaefer couldn't make it tonight. He's off camping with the girlfriend, so he had to miss this week. And Craig and everybody else that comes and races with us. Appreciate it. Everybody that puts on all the stuff, Striker and Hammond for race controlling. It's tough, and appreciate everything they do. And like I said, everybody just comes out and watch. Thanks to our families and stuff that put up with us. And yeah, man, we're gonna put some practice in. We'll try to get that maybe a top 8 if we're lucky, instead of maybe top 10. We'll push a little bit harder next week or 2 weeks from now.
Nah, Brandon, you need a podium. Get a podium. I wanna talk to you again. That's
oh man, we're gonna try. We're gonna try. Maybe if we can get the first 5 or 6 guys to wreck each other, we might have a chance. So
there you go.
We'll see. You never know. Might happen.
Not impossible. Also, I don't know if you were listening while you were driving, but do you know what the national animal of Scotland is? We had a trivia day.
I have no clue.
It's a unicorn. It's a unicorn.
Is that right?
Now you know.
Right?
I picked a random trivia question off the internet and asked it, and I was like, when I saw the answer, I was like, no way. Yeah, it's true.
Oh. Well, hey, learn something new every day.
Yeah, well, I did. Who says people in their 40s and 50s can't learn something new?
Man, I learn something new every day, man. You're never too old to learn something. So
yeah. Oh yeah, I know. I had to start doing this. It's crazy. All right, Brandon. We'll see you soon. Tell the boys to say hi.
All right, man. Thanks. Appreciate it.
You too. It's Brandon Banks coming home in victory lane. P2 tonight, David. And that old 5-1 had a target on his back, literally on your back. How about that hard charger? You, sir. Man, you just needed more laps. You were on something tonight. Wait, what was it? Was it the air temperature? Was it just comfortability? Because, brother, I tell you what, I said that you were going to be a driver that I when it came to drivers that I thought were going to have a good show, today was yours.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy to say the least, with all the late race yellows there, and it kind of changed the outcome of the race for sure. Started from the back, didn't want to qualify. I wanted to see how I was going to run in dirty air and behind a bunch of cars, and how the car felt. Then early in the run, like the bottom was the way to go. Then noticing a lot of guys were diamonding the corner. So in the back of my mind, I think that was just gonna burn off the rights. But apparently to some people it didn't. So then I had to change how I was driving a little bit too, driving a little more aggressive, a little more offensively, I guess, if we're gonna call it that, because it's hard to pass here as well. So wasn't really expecting a P2. I was expecting to try to get a top 10, and and things fell right where I wanted them, and I didn't have enough for Banks there at the end. Probably another 10 laps, I probably could have done something, because tires were going to be a little bit back there. But it wasn't meant to be this week. But for P2, hell, I ain't complaining at all.
Well, I tell you what, when Stryker got free in front of you, where you're like, oh, did you pucker? I was puckering. I was puckering for everybody.
I was expecting someone to probably spin the tires there. I think he was the last person I thought I would have done it. And luckily, I feel bad whoever was on the outside. I think it was Coleman that took a piece of it. And thankfully he didn't come back down and take myself out, or even Dalton or Vine there. So it was threading the needle there, to say the least. That's just unfortunate. You got to be really careful on these restarts with cold tires, because some people were a little aggressive there on the restarts for sure, because they know they had to get clean air.
Yeah. In the inside lane, typically restarts worse on this racetrack as well. That's what I've noticed. That's why, even in NASCAR, we see everybody choose the outside lane so that they can fire off on their own accord if you're the race leader. That inside lane has been pretty treacherous as of late. So I get it. I get what we see.
Yeah, you're not wrong. That's why I wasn't surprised that Banks took the high line on the last handful of restarts. You want to get the car as straight as possible, so you don't have the opportunity to spin your tires or do something else a little crazy. So I was just holding for dear life there at the end, and maybe a late race yellow could have changed some things, but that didn't happen. So it is what it is. But for P2, hey, I'm happy with that. So that's we'll carry that into the off week for sure.
Heck yeah. What are you gonna do for San Diego? Because you're a road guy. You like road courses.
I ran a handful of laps there when it was running officials.
Mhm.
Feel pretty confident about it, but I'm just gonna run a lot more laps and just get the technique down and breaking points down. So it's gonna be a big question mark for a lot of guys for sure. So probably the way I see it is I'd expect the unexpected. We'll just never know. So
I expect somebody in the water. No, I've watched. I was a TikTok clip somebody sent me that somebody actually was able to get up over the walls and into the water, and the bounding box didn't keep him in. I was like, hey, it can be done.
yeah, it's running like I said, running that racetrack. It's gonna be fun. There's a lot of unknowns.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to the challenge for sure, and hopefully a lot of these other guys are too. So it should be a fun one. So if we have an off week to just everyone catch their breaths a little bit, debrief. This race was a little hectic for sure. So go in the off week, just practice at San Diego, and hopefully when that happens, we probably get a good result there for sure.
I like it. I like it. David, it's always a pleasure to get a chance to talk to you. Hopefully you and the fam are doing good, man. Give you shout out to P2 tonight. Good momentum for the next couple of weeks. We got playoffs to look forward to.
I just want to be a part of a great team in Bull Creek Racing with Justice and Fine. And unfortunately, Bailey wasn't here tonight. He couldn't make it. But just run of those guys, we've been working and practicing the last month or so on these racetracks coming up. So I think the results are starting to come. So great fun running those guys. Always a blast and hearing them every week. So and just also thank your broadcast, Jason. So I appreciate what you guys do for Chop Shop for sure. So we'll carry this momentum going to San Diego, and we'll see what happens for sure.
Yeah, I think you got Pocono and Rockingham after that. It'll be fun no matter what. At least I think
love
so.
Pocono, so we'll see how that goes for sure.
Yeah, that's going to be a clean air track for sure. All right, brother. We'll chat at you later. Congratulations once again. Good luck in your rest of your races.
All right, thanks, Jason. I appreciate it.
You too. That's David and that old 5-1 coming on P2 tonight. Last but not least, we've been talking to him an awful lot lately. Mr. Tyler Dalton coming on P3 tonight. Brother. You were just trying to. Tell me about your game plan tonight, because man, oh man, you had to like duck, dodge, dive, dodgeball, everything.
Yeah, I think the game plan tonight was try to figure out how many different ways you can get screwed in one race. But yeah, I felt like we were pretty good there. I don't really care for Dover, even though I normally run well here. Felt like I ran a good qualifying lap, but went back and looked, and Bentley was shifting and I didn't shift, so that was a difference there. And I felt like I had a really good restart on the initial start of the race to maybe get the lead and spun the tires, as seemed to be a trend later on. But so I'm like, okay, I'm just going to ride. You really couldn't pass just sort of like Gateway for at least the first 25 laps until the tires started to wear. So just sort of rode there. And then after we had the stage, I tried to make Nate think I was just going to ride, and then rip the top one lap and tried to surprise him, and think I almost caught him sleeping.
Yeah.
But then, of course, next lap, he goes up there, runs the top, and aero blocks, and you just can't do anything there. So, but my goal at that point was to purposely make Nate run it harder than he wanted to, knowing it's going to hurt my tires too, but hoping Chad could get up there and at least maybe win the race instead of Nate, because I'm chasing Nate in points. So I pushed it hard that run there, got the tire warnings, and it was starting to just fall on its face with the right front. Pitted, right front was at 19%. So yeah, it was a little worn. Got back out there, thought we was going to be in pretty good shape, because I was looking, I'm like, okay, once we get back out here, new tires versus old tires, it's not a big difference once you get up to speed. because I was watching Nate after I got by him on new tires. He was running almost the same laps that I was there. So, and then I guess they wrecked coming to pit road when someone didn't call their pit stop out. So, thought we were going to be okay. We should have got the wave around with everybody else, but the same bug that happened a few races ago, where if there's a bunch of wave around cars, as soon as the pace car hits the start finish line or gets near the start finish line, it tells the leader to catch the pace car.
Kicks everybody back. Yeah.
Everybody the leader passes before he hits the line, it traps behind the pace car. So it went from telling me to pass the pace car to stay behind the pace car to let everybody by. So yeah, just completely got screwed there. And then we got the lucky dog eventually. I wanted to come in and just put some fuel in it to make it turn a little better. And just this track, I looked behind me and the pace car was 8 seconds back. I'm like, nope, don't have time to get fuel. But we were still catching some guys on newer tires than us there. Really, at that point, didn't even want the caution to come out. I thought I was going to finish pretty decent. And Nate had some troubles. And then we had that caution. You saw the restarts. Like I said, you'd think guys would see guys spin the tires and think maybe you can't do that. But I guess monkey see, monkey do. And no one seemed to learn from that. Really wanted that last wreck though on the restart to be a caution.
Yeah.
Because I got through it. I would have been in 4th place. Because Chad got damaged, but I was still behind him. And I would have been in prime position on the restart behind Brandon. But they hit the wall just the right angle, so it didn't throw the caution. And just not enough laps to make up. I think I was like 1.3 or 1.4 seconds back trying to run them down. Like I was putting like purple lap after purple lap, but I got within dirty air range and it started to get a little tight. Got to David and made a really good run on him on the last lap, but should have maybe made that move with 2 to go to get the run under him. But it was just on new tires. You really couldn't pass on the bottom because the guy could just pinch you down. And the aero in this car, you just can't do much on new tires.
Yeah, that's what I was describing. That's one of the thoughts that I had throughout the race. It just seemed like everything was better on 20, 25, 30 lap old tires. But yeah, I mean, it was still a good race. You could run all kinds of different lines, run different grooves. You could egg shape. You could run the high and low out like Chad was doing. That was fun to watch him do. And then, and just watching you guys just make laps. And it was intense. Like it was intense out there.
Yeah, me and Chad were talking that entire run. I was telling him, I was like, I think last time we ran here, running the top will actually save your tires better than running the bottom. And sure enough, his tires were much better after that run than mine. I think it has just to do with you have to have so much wheel into it coming off the corner, running the bottom, where if you run the top, you can sort of angle it down and exit the corner straight so you don't have near as much load on the right front tire.
Yeah. Well, I was watching. So whenever I was looking at the overlays, and I don't know if you did, and this is probably just something I just need to ask Chad, because the overlay said he didn't take tires on the stage break, and he was applying some pressure to Nate.
Oh, he definitely took tires.
Did he? Because it said 3 seconds on his pit stop, and I was like, what? So he didn't take tires.
Yeah, that's just the iRacing telemetry gap blip, because he definitely took tires.
Okay, all right. Just wanted to be sure, because I was like, if that's the case, good Lord. But hey, I'm okay with being wrong but I mean, he had such a different line and he just let it have at it, and when Nate would come up to aero block him, you could see the old Kyle versus Kyle thing come out, right? Where you're like, you need to get higher. Chad was way up there and he was able to drive to the back bumper of Nate, quite a couple of times and keeping it interesting. But, then he'd go back and do it again, catch it back again. I know it's tough to pass, but boy, it was fun to watch.
Yeah, like I said, I thought I had done enough to make Nate push it hard enough for Chad was going to be able to get by him. And when Chad called him, he almost had him clear twice. And I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, come on, clear him, and just never could quite clear him. But it was just, it felt, I never got the lead, but it felt like whoever was leading was just, unless they made a major mistake, you weren't going to pass them. At the end of the stage, Bentley got passed because it looked like lap cars were just giving him a really rough time compared to Nate there. So
Yeah.
that's what it sucked for him. There were some lap cars there, and before the first stage, I'm trying to figure out what they were doing because I don't know. But yeah, good recovery race though. Hate that Nate had some issues, but gained a few points on him, I think. But I thought we should have had the clean race bonus points, but got a ghost 0x in one of the restart wrecks, and I guess somebody did just spun it around to get back going and got a 2x. So they weren't that, but yeah, take the off week. I'm sure Nate's gonna go out there and dominate San Diego as usual. So we got pretty much going to pencil Nate in for that win and try to gain some more points at some different tracks.
Yeah, Pocono and Rockingham. Those are going to be the ones coming up after that before the playoffs begin. So it's going to be good no matter how we look at it. Tyler, give you shout outs, man. P3 is not bad. Had some good. It's a good night for you, and a lot of positives in that direction.
Yeah, good night after everything that could go wrong did. So to get third after all that mess, I will take it. Just want to thank all the guys at Chop Shop for putting on the show each week. All those WBD diecast, all the guys that were in the channel down there. Like I said, had a lot of fun racing there with Chad. Had a fun race, and I will see you next race.
Yeah. Good luck in the rest of your races, of course. Well, actually, the next one I have you in is on Monday, so at least you're running Iowa.
Yeah, the bad Iowa.
I know. It needs to be the old one, right? Yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah, we looked into that. There's no setup for it.
There's not? Oh.
Yeah,
Man.
it's like they had a genius idea. Let's just pave the bottom lane of the Highline track.
Yeah. Make it not turn. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, everybody. Tyler, much love, brother. I appreciate you as always.
Thank you.
You too. That's Tyler Dalton coming on P3 tonight and doing all that he can to try to close in that gap to Nate. Phenomenal driver, phenomenal way. Brandon Banks, your race winner. Yeah, man. We saw some things tonight, and things like that happen. But it was a good race. It was a lot of fun. There was a lot of Radcon, what's going on, brother? A lot of entertainment factor there. And we absolutely love it. So we are getting ready to actually end that stream. So Mr. Radcon, you don't even have to lurk now, sir. We're getting ready to end it out. And we appreciate everybody being out there. We got a few of you still watching on Twitch. Let's find somebody to send you over to Radcon. Let's send you over to that man. Be good, be safe, be kind. Take it to Chop Shop. Take it to Adminboxx, Ball Stats, BB Music, and all the fine folks that help Chop Shop Racing. Thank you, of course, to Michael and John, Mr. Michael Strickland and John Hammond, for being the coolest cats in town. And outside of that, folks, as always, be good, be safe, be kind. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Thank you, budget. Thank you.